I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Follow me. I need toilet. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly McDonald. Ron McDonald is me. Okay, we're out. That's it. Sir, how are you?
Vitaly, once the so-called prank king of YouTube, built his empire off yelling, "It's just a prank, bro," while terrorizing strangers and chasing clout. But now, he's locked up in a grimy Filipino jail, and this ain't content, it's consequences. There's no film crew, no do-overs, no viral redemption arc. Just a concrete cell crawling with roaches, walls sweating in the heat, and a toilet that probably smells like defeat. This isn't a prank. This is real time. And the wildest part, not a single soul is pulling up to save him. Russia ain't calling. The US ain't checking. Even his keyboard warrior fans, silent. The same ones who used to hype him up with "bro, you're a legend," are now ghosting harder than his Wi-Fi signal if he even had one.
The US and Russia may not agree on much, but they are absolutely set on the fact that neither of them wants Vitaly.
Let's be real. The only legend status he's earned now is being the guy who fumbled his whole career harder than a dropped phone off a balcony. He used to mock folks for wearing masks. Now he's stuck sweating bullets in 97-degree heat. No AC, no Wi-Fi, no fans, and definitely no biceps left to flex. This dude really tried to play the sympathy card like it was gonna erase everything. He wrote a handwritten apology letter. Not a legal statement, not a proper lawyer-backed document, but an actual scribbled note. Like he's a teenager begging the teacher for a quiz retake. And who did he send this mess to? Not his fans, not his lawyer. He sent it to the freaking Secretary of Justice in the Philippines. Bro really thought a sad little "my bad" could undo international legal charges. Spoiler alert, it did not go down how he hoped. The secretary basically clapped back with the most noted, moving on energy possible, like a cold business email. No sympathy, no delays, no mercy. Charges are still charging. That's when it finally hit him. You can't clown your way out of international law. If you fumble in the Philippines, you stay in the Philippines. And oh, it gets uglier. At first, Vitaly was staring down charges like theft and something called unjust vexation, which sounds like a knockoff Harry Potter curse. But nah, it's real. Basically, it means you're being a full-blown public menace. And let's be real, that's been his whole brand. The theft charges dropped, but the vexation ones still standing tall. 3 counts too. 1 for each of the security guards he went off on during that chaotic live stream breakdown. Prosecutors even came out saying there's reasonable certainty of conviction, which is basically legal code for "we got the receipts." Translation, there's actual footage of him wilding out like a clown on camera. So yeah, he's cooked.
The civil trial, I don't know, it's civil criminal, maybe it's criminal. It'll maybe last 2 to 3 years. Oh. Then the minimum charge, I think, will be 5 years per guilty verdict.
And it gets even more reckless. Word is, his legal team allegedly tried to throw bribes at the security guards. No slick moves, no low-key offers, just straight up, "Hey, sorry for that live stream where we staged a fake robbery. Here's some cash. Keep it quiet." Like what? They really thought a little pocket change was gonna fix that mess? But those guards, nah, they weren't buying into the circus. They stood their ground like real ones and basically told him, "Keep your money. We're not selling our pride for your YouTube crumbs." Honestly, that's more integrity than most people who ever stood next to Vitaly on camera. And this right here, it's part of a growing trend. Streamers acting reckless, crossing the line in countries that don't play, then crying for sympathy when reality hits. Soon as they get cuffed, it turns into, "I'm mentally unwell, I need help. Please understand me." Nah, bro, this ain't therapy. This is jail. You're not here to bounce back. You're here to sit with the consequences. Philippine authorities saw right through the pity act and shut it down fast. Now, people are whispering that Vitaly might be going through withdrawals behind bars, whether it's from steroids, other substances, or just missing the constant attention from his teenage fan base. Word on the street is Vitaly's health is falling apart behind bars. Sources say he's suffering from severe weight loss and even what's being described as episodes possibly panic-related. His lawyer claims he's crying nonstop and clutching a Bible like it's the only thing left in his life. But let's be honest, this ain't some movie moment. This isn't his big redemption arc. This is what happens when reality hits harder than any of his gym cycles ever did.
Follow me, follow me.
Wait.
I need toilet. Don't worry, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly McDonald. Ron McDonald is me. The manager told me to cook. Don't worry. I'm cooking. I'm making a meal. Okay, we're out. That's it. I'll pay. Said, how are you?
Sure, maybe he suddenly found God in cell block D, but social media ain't buying this dramatic flip. You can't just go from shouting, "I'm gonna rob you," at a stranger in a foreign country to, "I read Psalms now, please have mercy." That's not growth, that's pure panic. And yeah, he's definitely spiraling. His lawyer already filed a bail request. But here's the twist. Vitaly's a foreigner in the Philippines. And over there, bail ain't just handed out because you're sobbing in a cell. It's tough to get if you're not a citizen. Legal experts are saying his chances of getting bail are somewhere between low and don't count on it. And even if he miraculously gets out, he might be walking right into more trouble. Because now, there's talk of additional charges possibly coming from his past live stream chaos. Yup, more complaints, more investigations, more legal headaches on the way. This dude's case is stacking up like a Marvel villain with endless sequels. But let's take this beyond just one YouTuber crying in a jail cell. This is bigger than Vitaly. This is what it looks like when accountability finally pulls up on internet chaos culture. The same dude who built a career off shock value and headlines, who's been arrested over 20 times across the globe for everything from pitch invasions to assault to trespassing, is now learning the hard way that not every country plays those influencer games. And the Philippines, they made it loud and clear. Even their president chimed in, straight up asked the media, "Can I curse at him?" Imagine getting publicly flamed by a head of state. That ain't just punishment, that's poetic. Don't expect any last-minute rescues either. Putin's not pulling strings, and Trump's not sending any tweets. Russia already came out saying their citizens need to respect local laws, and that they're not getting involved. And the US, completely silent. No statement, no effort, no interest. Bro's been ghosted harder than your last situationship. At this point, he's not just in legal trouble. He's straight up unwanted on a global level. Blocked by 2 whole countries. That's wild. Now sure, a few loyal fans are still out here spinning that redemption arc. He gave to the poor. He exposed predators online. Cool story. But none of that cancels out the fact that he faked crimes for clout, harassed people in real life, and then allegedly tried to bribe his way out like it was a video game side mission. Newsflash. The Philippines isn't here for his GTA storyline. They want justice and trust. His reality right now is no influencer fantasy, no gym gains, no live stream chat cheering him on. This ain't rehab, this is reality. And it's finally catching up to a guy who's been dodging consequences like it's a sport for over a decade. The twist, the same man who laughed at people for following rules is now crying for mercy from the very system he disrespected for years. Now he's reading the Bible, scribbling apology letters, and begging an entire nation to forgive him.
Excuse me, madam. Sorry. I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money.
But the Filipino authorities, they're not moved. They're basically saying, sit down and deal with it. And honestly, they're right. Letting him off would open the floodgates for every clout-chasing live streamer with a GoPro and a God complex to fly into foreign countries, stir up chaos, and expect a hug on the way out. Now, online whispers are getting louder. Talk of Vitaly never getting out. No bail, no deportation, not even a long-shot presidential pardon. But let's keep it real. Most of that sounds like pure fan fiction. The odds of him walking free are about as realistic as him winning a Nobel Peace Prize. See, the Philippines don't mess around when it comes to bail, especially not for foreigners. You gotta prove you're not a flight risk. You need real deep ties to the country, a business, a family, a reason to stay. Vitaly, he's got none of that. No roots, no loyalty, no reason for them to trust him. And even if somehow he pulls off a miracle and gets released on bail, where would he even go? Russia? They already passed on him. The US, they're acting like he doesn't even exist. So where's he even gonna go now? Bali? North Korea? Logan Paul's backyard? Let's be real. He's running out of maps and options. And then there's that wild rumor flying around. Some of his diehard fans think the president of the Philippines might swoop in with a pardon if Vitaly's health keeps tanking. Seriously? You think the same president who roasted him Lev on TV, called him straight up crazy, is suddenly gonna give him a warm presidential hug? This ain't a Netflix redemption arc. This is real life. That pardon dream, it's looking like a fantasy written by someone who's still living in 2016 YouTube. So here's what he's left with. Sit, rot, wait. Either the courts drag on for years, or he crosses his fingers for a miracle from a government that's already made it clear they're not playing. Or maybe, just maybe, some bizarre legal technicality gets him deported to a country that doesn't even want to claim him. Until then, it's just him, a cracked wall, a busted ceiling fan, and the echo of every stunt that finally came back to bite him. No ring lights, no fake gasps, no crowd cheering, just silence, sweat, and regret. And maybe, just maybe, this is the first time we're seeing real growth from Vitaly. No jump cuts, no forced smiles, just consequences. Let this be a message to every clout chaser out there. At some point, it won't be the algorithm judging you. It'll be the law. Now tell me, do you think this is the hard lesson Vitaly needed? Or will he somehow snake his way out again? Drop a comment with your thoughts, smash that like button, and share this with someone who's been watching the drama unfold.